Right. So since we're talking about this like Bernie Sanders thing, a lot of things I hear about is Bernie Sanders is a socialist.
Mm.
Do you believe that someone could have socialist tendencies but not be overall socialist? Like in essence, like what we're doing now with the $1,200 check, sending everybody out $1,200 checks, which is kind of socialist in a tendency of itself, but people accept it. But when it's Bernie trying to do it for, things that are really important, like, healthcare and school and all that kind of stuff, like, what do you think about all that?
See, right there, Gage, that's the black and white.
Right.
That's exactly what it is you have to pin a label on somebody. You say that, oh, this person's a socialist or this person's a capitalist. It's all a dichotomy. It's black and white. This person's this person's that. But in all reality, I mean, what is a socialist? There's tons of different definitions of what socialism is. Like if we're talking about a Karl Marx type socialism, that's more of a communist type, where there's an abolishment of private property, where the government owns a means of production. That's technically considered socialism. Or are we talking about a socialism where everybody's in it together, more of an egalitarian, I'm in it for you, you're in it for me. Let's all pitch in a little bit of money so that we can get basic necessities like housing, school, healthcare, things like that. So yes, the label of socialism does get pinned on Bernie Sanders. He considers himself a democratic socialist because typically socialism is a dirty word in American politics. Usually people, when they think of socialism, they think of Fidel Castro, they think of Lenin, they think of the USSR, which is bad. Bernie Sanders wants to get away from that. But he considers himself a democratic socialist. And how he kind of defends this democratic socialist label is he said, I want to get away from the labels, like what we were talking about, because Bernie Sanders, he wants to guarantee healthcare, like you were talking about. He wants to guarantee higher education. He wants to guarantee a bunch of different things that a lot of people don't agree with. But he considers these things a human right, just like how a lot of people consider K through 12 education as a human right.
Right. Exactly.
The public pitches in a certain amount of money in taxes to pay for this K through 12 education. But Bernie Sanders realizes that, or he thinks that healthcare is a right like this, that higher education is a right like this, that affordable housing is a right like this. And so is he a socialist in the sense? I think he's a socialist in the sense that everybody's a socialist. I think there's socialist tendencies for everything, but I don't really think that labels are necessarily matter that much.